Hey guys, it's Audrey from World of Random, and today I'm gonna be presenting you with a presentation with the best countries in the world. So this is my first not trivial educational video. So I hope you don't like it as much. Don't put any negative things, please. If you don't like it, just tell me in the comments to do something else or click the dislike button. But if you do like it, click the like button. So let's start. Here's the list of the top best countries in the world. So taking up the number 10 slot would be the Netherlands. So it's in 10th place. The Netherlands compares to Denmark in the sense that the Netherlands does not have as high of a wage gap as many countries around the world still do. In fact, the inequality rate among wages in the Netherlands is roughly a 12.4%, which sounds high. But if you return to the data about the wage gap percentage of the United States, you find that the Netherlands still outdoes the US in terms of fair pay across the board, not just the US, but other countries too. So taking up the number 9 spot would be Singapore. So Singapore is in ninth place. Singapore earned the title of being the fifth best country to live in, alongside the European country of Denmark. Even though the two countries are an even playing field, Singapore still holds the sixth line of the best of of the list of best countries to call home. Singapore received high levels of recognition from the United Nations, especially because of the country's life expectancy rates and overall attention paid to healthcare system. So I don't know why it says the fifth best country and it's in ninth place, but I don't know. So sliding into number 8 would be Hong Kong. So Hong Kong's in eighth place. Hong Kong is a major international financial center with a high quality of life. Hong Kong has very low taxes, the highest income tax at 17%, making it attractive for businessmen. It's a businessman's playground. It's a businessman playground. Additionally, like many of the other countries on the list, Hong Kong has very low crime rates despite being a very densely populated area. Many believe that Hong Kong is the perfect blend of East and West cultures with colonial buildings, temples, and ancient traditions and festivals living side by side with modern public transportation and tall glass skyscrapers. I don't know if the two go along together, but it's okay. Coming into number 7 would be Sweden. So Sweden, seventh place. Sweden has a strong social welfare system, providing strong healthcare and free education. Please, sorry about the voice because I'm kind of losing it today. Sweden's social model focuses on growth, equality, freedom, and security. That's really good. Sweden also has great conditions for workers, such as a minimum of 5 weeks vacation and a government organization that supports entrepreneurs looking to start a company. Actually, in like the rest of the world, they get more holidays than America because America doesn't get that many like break days. So 5 weeks, wow, it's more than a month. Lastly, like the other Nordic countries, Sweden has very low rates of violent crime, 1.14 incidents per 100,000 people, and not even 2 incidents per 100,000 people, and ranks well for overall health and well-being. So coming in number six is Iceland. Though isolated, I mean it made it to the list. So it's in sixth place. Iceland bodes well in terms of life expectancy and healthcare accessibility. That's good. The average lifetime of citizens in Iceland is around 85 years of age. Wow, that's a high life expectancy. There are still some places around the world where people do not live beyond 40 years old. So Iceland is impressive for having a life expectancy of nearly double that of other countries. So number 5 is Germany. So Something that stands out a lot about Germany is that the country places an emphasis on education. Much like Australia, Germany values the education of its citizens. Nearly the entire population of Germany has received higher education, with only 4% of people in Germany having not endured college classes or postgraduate schooling. Wow. Okay. Number 4, Ireland. Ireland is an amazing place to live because it is one of the safest countries in the world. The levels of criminal activity in Ireland are lower than ever, and the prevalence of homicidal behavior is at a bare minimum. No homicides. Australia is in number 3rd. Whoop. Okay. So Australia ranked 3rd place. As the second best country to live in, according to the Human Development Report, Australia is praised by the United Nations for its emphasis on education and the importance of going to school. There is a healthy level of pressure not only to attend school, but to perform exceptionally and take pride in academic marks or points, I think. The average number of years that Australians attend school is roughly 20 years, meaning most Australian children remain enrolled in the education system until they graduate from an undergraduate college. As with every situation, there are exceptions, but the education in Australia accounts for more than 5% of the country's GDP. So that's something for which Australia deserves to be recognized. Taking second place is Switzerland. The health of people who live in Switzerland is outrageously impressive. Like Norway, Switzerland's life expectancy was a factor of the United Nations Switzerland for, particularly due to the lack of fatal diseases present in the residents of Switzerland. Surprisingly, even though Switzerland was beat by Norway for the title of the number 1 country to live in, Switzerland's life expectancy is slightly higher than that of Norway. People in Switzerland live to be about 83 years old, like Iceland. Switzerland is a prime example of how taking care of yourself will result in wondrous things, but this is a privilege that not all countries award their citizens. Drum roll, please. And the best country in the world award goes to Norway. So, number 1, Norway. The United Nations listed Norway as the best country to live in primarily because of all the factors that researchers took into consideration were good marks on behalf of Norway. The European countries excels in all the areas that the United Nations looked at, which you can say is purely based on luck. However, even so, Norway is a good fit for the credentials that the United Nations took into account, which is impressive altogether. People in Norway live to be upwards of 82 years old on average. The UN attributes this wonderful statistic to the healthcare system that is in place in Norway. Norwegians are covered by a healthcare system funded by the general public, so unlike places such as the US, residents of Norway receive healthcare and medical attention no matter what. It is not a burden or a privilege for people in Norway to get the professional help and annual checkups that are so necessary for overall health, leading to a higher life expectancy overall. Sources. Got my research stuff from this website here. You can mark it down. So guys, that's it for today. If you like this video, click on the like button. If you like my channel videos, subscribe to World of Random and push notifications to get notified of new uploads. Don't forget to check out HyperXD's channel. I'll leave the link in the description. Bye.